Alright guys, welcome back to another VOD review. This is going to be a 2700 average SR, roughly, Ana Baptiste player, or at least that's what he's playing in this VOD. It's going to be on the map Hollywood, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. I'm going to turn this down a little. Alright. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, just so we can, get right into the gameplay. Alright, so hopefully you press tab. Nice. Oh, I missed it. Alright, that's okay. Go back a little bit and... Dude, I'm a bot. Okay, alright, there we go. Alright, so you guys have Rhine, Zarya, Ana Zen, Soldier, Reaper. So I think everything here is good except for your DPS. That's unfortunate, but I'm just going to say it's plat, so I think it doesn't really matter. As long as your Soldier and your Reaper are playing in the correct positions, then you guys should be okay. You're starting up here, which is good, and I hope you start up here for the rest of the map, or for the beginning of the map at least. Alright, so immediately off the bat, this is just something I would do. So hold on, let me pull up something real quick. Alright, sorry, let's see. Alright, so for me, at the beginning of the map, and maps like this, I know I can hit nades at the beginning to get my ult charge up. So what I would do is that where your team's playing right now, I would sit right there and just chuck a nade right at the door and try to get 6-7% ult charge. Anything you can get, and that's just at the beginning. But it's not something you need to do, but it's something I think you should do. And, playing down here on this low ground, I think is okay, but I definitely don't think it's as optimal as playing on the high ground. If you play on the high ground, I think it's easier to hit nades than it is to hit like offensive nades, so anti-nades, than it is playing on the low ground, because you're throwing more at a down angle rather than you're throwing it kind of straight at them, and you kind of have a more of an overview of everything. Now, depending on their comp, which we still haven't seen yet, it is better to play on this low ground because you need to be LOSing certain things. For example, a Widow, Hanzo, things like that can kind of one-shot you. An Ashe, things like that. And there's that many there that you could be playing around. Right now, I think you should be telling your team to back up a little bit, and they don't know that. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. They hit a big nade, and that sleep wasn't the best, but, So, your aim's not that bad, which is good, which is a good sign. But I think you scoping in the whole time is, I'm going to say, I don't know if it's going to be a problem for the rest of the game, but I think it could be a problem, definitely. You kind of rotate to the right, which I think you should stay in that one area. And that's a good nano, because your Rhine's shield is going down, so you're pressuring their Rhine. You try to sleep his Zarya, that's fine, that's fine. And right here, I would look for an offensive nade. Or maybe now. That's fine. That's a good nade. I think you hit someone, actually, so. Alright, so. Alright, from what it looks like right there. Hold up. It looks like you tunnel vision super hard onto keeping your Rhine alive. And you didn't see this critical that was over here to the left. So that's like a problem that you're going to be having with scoping in. Anytime you scope in, it limits your field of view, right? So you can't see as much as you can when you're unscoped. So in this situation, for example, you're scoped in, focusing, tunnel visioning almost on your Reinhardt, who slept right now, but full HP, that you aren't able to see to your left that there's a critical squishy on your team that you can heal. So that's just something to keep in mind. You might want to, especially if you're shooting at tanks, try to no scope. And you're not that far away, so I think it's definitely something you can do for sure. But, your squishy does end up dying, and that's unfortunate. And your Reinhardt's all right. That was a good sleep on the Reinhardt too, cause your fair killed or your. I like that nade kind of. Like, I like the nade in the sense that at the beginning of fights when they're walking in, you should be doing that. But like at the nade at this point in the fight is bad because now you have no heal for yourself, you know? So you have no protection and you're playing super far up, so there's kind of no escape. So you kind of mess yourself up there. And I don't want to say you're the reason you lost the fight because you're definitely not, but maybe if you live there, you know, you guys come back and recontest, especially considering your team's still alive. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. You don't want to ever waste your cooldowns when you think you can get out of a fight like that. And yeah, I like throwing Kobe nades like this too because sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. And that one I think hit, or maybe hit the shield. I don't know. That was unfortunate sleep. Yeah, you guys lost the fight, so I think that's okay. That's okay. And you're making good calls, you know, telling them that you got a bad spawn, so that's good. That's good. And your Lucio is taxing you, so that's nice to see. And I think I would just say it again. Just be like, hey, I'm coming back. I'll be back in 4 seconds. I'll be back in 3 seconds. You know, just telling them, just letting them know when you'll be back to assist them in the fight. That was a good sleep. And I think that if I'm not mistaken, it looked like you tried to nano your Reinhardt, but it went to the Zarya. Yeah, I think that's what happened. And I think you had the right idea, nanoing your Rein, if that was your intention, because that would have put more pressure on him, and he would have survived the grab potentially, and you guys could have turned the fight around. But I think that was super unfortunate, and it just kind of looks like right now overall that your positioning is a little bit awkward because you're putting yourself in spots where you can only nade your team, and you're not putting yourself in spots where you can nade the enemy team and potentially win the fight like that. A big thing about Ana is her anti-nade and her sleep. Like, her kit's one of the best in the game. And if you utilize these two abilities, these two cooldowns to the fullest of their potential, then you're going to be able to carry as Ana and climb faster. So sleep is good. You know, in a comp like this that they're playing against you, there's nothing really that can flank you. So you should be using it sleep aggressively almost, and looking for sleeps on the Reinhardt when he's fire striking or someone that's out of position that you can follow up on. It's important too when you're playing against Reinhardt and Zarya to understand when the enemy team is using their bubbles, because bubbles cleanse the anti-nade. So if you count their bubbles, if you say, hey, they used ally, hey, they used personal bubble, you can look for a nade then, and they'll have nothing to cleanse it. Now, obviously, if you think you can hit a big nade, so like a 3-man or a 4-man, go ahead and do it, because they don't have enough bubbles to cleanse themselves, and you guys can potentially win the fight off of that. But yeah, looking to sleep the Reinhardt is really good, because if you sleep them, that forces bubble potentially, if they have it, and then you could just anti-nade after the bubble runs out, or anti-nade someone else. So that's definitely something you should be looking for while playing Ana. And overall, it just doesn't look like you're getting as much value as I think you should be getting on Ana right now. Yeah. Mm. I don't know why you went to the right side. I think you definitely should have went to the left side, because there was definitely time. Nice sleep on Bob. And I think I don't know if you had to, but I think it's definitely worth that you naded yourself there just to ensure. That was such a bad beat. So right now, I'd look for anti-nade on the Zarya. You're kind of not using your nade at all. You kind of, I don't want to say you want to be, so there's like some people, and this is funny, there's just some people that literally just use their cooldowns off of cooldown. and then there's some people that just don't utilize their cooldowns enough. And you seem to be like, your sleep usage is like, okay, I think you use your sleep enough, but I think your nade, your nade is probably the biggest thing in your kit. It's definitely bigger than sleep. As I say that, you sleep the Ana, and probably kill her. That was a good nano. All right, hold on, let me pause a second to talk about it. But your nade, you should try to always be hitting these anti-grenades when you can, because of the fact of how they can turn a fight. If you need to nade yourself, that kind of sucks because you're taking away a potentially winning ability, really, and you have to use it to heal yourself. But I think overall, just try to keep using your nade more. So far, that's what I see. That was a good sleep on the Ana too, and that was a good sleep on the Ana. I think that was a good nano on the Rhine because you only used one ult to win that fight, and it definitely ended up being worth. I think I don't want to say that's all on your Reinhardt's fault because I definitely think you should reiterate that you're dead and I'll be back in X amount of time, you know. And right now I'd just be running back to spawn. There's no point in sitting here because this is just such a bad spot, and I think you're gonna die. Wow. Wow. C9. Lol, 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 C9, lol, C9. I mean, that was okay. It ended up working out a little bit because they didn't check their corners, but yeah, I don't know. What is your team doing? Okay, at this point, you just need a dude. How are you not dead, dude? I don't know what's going on. All I know is that they just don't kill you for some reason. But in that situation, usually you probably just die on cart and just reset fast. But you got out, and I'm not going to question it. You should be spamming right now, like, I need healing. Nice, good sleep. That's unfortunate. Your Ryan just didn't block it, and you're dead now because of it. Oh, wait, you guys had beat. Nice. Okay, so you're alive. So, alright, going into this fight. You know, okay, well, you're sorry, just grab it. I didn't expect that to happen. But going to this fight prior, you know that you're going to have Nano soon, and you know it's a 1-for-1 trade. So you should be looking for when you get Nano to either Nano your Reaper, if he's in the backline, you see he's like on their supports, to assist them and kill them all faster pretty much. Or you can Nano your Zarya because she's high charge and she does a lot of damage. And that's unlucky. He blocked your nade. Alright, you still win this fight. You just need to Nano your Zarya. I think if you Nano your Zarya, you guys will win. Nano your Zarya. Nice. That did. If your soldier didn't pop, that would have been such a valuable nano. I think I would have done it a little bit quicker because that was kind of scary. I don't know how she didn't die in Grav, but whatever. But I think probably nano her a little bit earlier next time because you don't want her to die, especially because that's a big source of damage that you have. And you're going to be getting nano off of cooldown almost, so, you know. That was a good sleep, though. That's unfortunate. Also, when you play Ana on this map, I think it's way better to rather than be playing right there, to be playing all the way back, dude. You're playing right here, you could just be playing back here and still just be shooting your teammates because you're a sniper healer. Like, that's super valuable. That a super valuable thing that Ana provides is how far away she can heal from her team. So I definitely think that's something you should take into account. Is that you can keep playing back, and you know it's going to be harder for them to do damage onto you, and that's why I think this is probably one of the best points for an Ana, for a Widow, for a Hanzo, or things like that. Yeah. Interesting nade. I don't know about that one, Chief. I think that was a waste of a nade. I think you could have naded yourself, but I, I I don't know why you do that mid fight. I don't think you should do that for sure. Oh, you guys didn't get overtime, did you? Oh, you guys didn't get overtime. Wow. 0.2 seconds. Wow. That's unfortunate. All right, let's go to the next side. All right, we got McCrizzle. We got Reaper. Zen. Ryan. Okay. All right, so. Look, nice. That's fine. I think you could have waited a little bit longer before you got around the corner to shoot that sleep, but I think the idea behind it was good. And that, I like these two. Even though that you did not get any value out of those two cooldowns, the thought behind it, if you keep playing with that thought process, you're gonna like be carrying fights. I promise you. Again, he got bubbled, so the sleep missed. That's fine. And you know, I just keep playing like that because they're gonna hit and they're gonna win you fights for sure. All right, so you have Nano here, and your McCree died. Nice. So what I would do if I was you, I would get your Reinhardt, tell your Reinhardt to get in, and kind of bait the Reinhardt to keep swinging it, and then you nano him. So right now, yeah, perfect. Except he's antied, so you should probably be telling him, hey, you're antied, just so he knows. I think that was okay. That was a good nano, because that forced Baptiste. Nice, that was good. That was really good. That was. I think that whole sequence from you was really good. You use your nano in a proper way. You forced out some ults. You forced down some cooldowns with your nano, and then you guys were able to win the fight because they didn't have those cooldowns to play against you guys. I think that was a really good fight. Your nade was good at the end there to get the kill on whoever it was, and overall, I think that was a really good fight from you. Keep playing like that. I know your Reinhardt shouldn't be on cart. That was good nade. Excuse me. That was a really good nade. I think you just get some ult charge off of it. I think you should be DPSing a little bit more. I haven't seen you DPS much this whole game, so I think you should definitely be trying to DPS a little bit more every now and then to farm that nano, and it's definitely worth more than healing a target that's 499 HP rather than 500. So look to DPS some more in that. There's certain situations. Like right now, you get a nade. Oh, you shouldn't have given up high ground. You should just stay high ground. You just put yourself in a super vulnerable position by dropping down, especially without speed boost to help you get out. If you're sitting high ground, I mean, the only one that can really contest you is the Hanzo, and he just has to kind of wall climb right up to you. And if he does that, you just drop down, take LOS from him. But I think if you hold high ground right there, you kind of had a free nade, if I'm not mistaken, to throw there. Let's see. Yeah, like right here, like you actually just have a free nade, but you decide to drop down and then you miss your sleep, and you end up dying because you drop down. But yeah, I definitely think it's probably better to just sit high ground right there. Big nade incoming. That's toxic. Calling people degenerates. All right, so you have another nano here. Hopefully, you can use it here to. You don't really press tab much. So I can't see what ult you have, but slept cap. That's fine. Stuff like that happens. Please tell me. I really don't like these nades. Like at the beginning, like when you walk in a spawn, I think they're fine. But like in the middle of fights, I don't think you should ever be using them. And you shouldn't have used Nano there. Especially since you guys already won the fight since it was a 4v6. You gotta get with these nades, dude. Too early. Nice. That was a big nade, actually. Ah! Say you need heals. Did you even mean to kill that Zarya? We'll say you did. That was good. That was a good little pocket that you gave him there. That was a good nade. That's a nice little sequence. I just think that the nades at the beginning is freaking interesting, to say the least. So that was an interesting sleep. Your sleep, you almost like waste. Yeah, dude. Okay, hold up. All right. So it's like at the beginning I was like saying you weren't using your nades enough, but now you're just wasting your nades and you're just wasting your sleep. So cooldown management needs to be something you really work on here, if you wanna start climbing. And at the end of the VOD, we'll go over everything that I think will give you a better chance of climbing. But yeah, I'll tell you what. It's kind of just yoink, shooting them in there. Oh no! What are you doing? Oh no! You should. Yeah. I don't know if you. I don't think you should be playing right here. I think you should be just playing behind your team and having everyone in front of you, so it's easier to heal everyone. Kinda interesting. You need to keep your Zarya up. Your Zarya died. That sucks. Oh, and then you died. Alright, let's look to nano your Ryan into Grav, probably. That's what I would be doing here. Depending on the size of the Grav. That was a good nade, actually. But that was a good trance, too. And what? Oh, why are you reacting to that? See, I think that's a big thing with your positioning right now because you're playing so close to your Reinhardt that things like this can happen. You need to position yourself in better spots to ensure that you're not being, putting yourself in a situation to get killed like that. This is a good nade again. Break. Nice. That was good. You really nice sleep. But I don't know. You really didn't do too much there. This is the funny thing about Overwatch to me is that sometimes you don't have to do too much. You just have to do your role, and if you consistently do your role, you'll consistently climb. And I think that's hilarious. You don't have to carry all the time. You don't have to go for crazy plays. Sometimes you just have to do your role. And there you just did your role. And you ended up winning. So if you just do your role more than less, you'll climb. You'll win more fights, team fights, and just overall you'll just be better as a player. Just do your role. That's the biggest tip I probably have to say for you is just know your role and do your role. But let's see. I mean, we already watched both sides, so we'll just kind of. Oh, okay, we haven't seen any Baptiste, so we'll watch this Baptiste. All right, let's see here. I kind of like the Baptiste pick here, honestly. You'll get your ult fast, and you have a Bastion, so I think Orisa's definitely better with Bastion. Uh, Alright, that was bad. There's nothing really I think you could have done there. Alright, you have your ult here though. What I would be trying to do right now is hey Ryan, especially since he's your duo, we can get a nice little Baptiste ult Fire Strike combo and one shot some squishies. So let's see how you use it. Immortality. Nice, that was good. You save your Ryan. And then just do it. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. I think they could still utilize that. Nice. See, I think that was good. That was good. You kind of, you got to DPS every now and then. You got to heal. I think that was a good matrix. That put a lot of pressure on the other team. I think that was overall a really good. I think overall that was a really good showing on Baptiste. Other than the fact that your team threw at the beginning. Alright, so Baptiste again. Baptiste, Ana. Okay, so you guys have no speed engage here as well. So this is going to be an interesting one, especially since you're running Rhine Roadhog. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys don't even cap. Nice, and you should just be getting your ult super fast here. Just spamming heals right now, and that's what you're doing, and that's good. Now you kind of just back up or get high ground maybe. I think it would be better, but you could just nice. That's a good matrix, and now you just pressure them out. That was really good. That was a really good. You did your roll there. Nice. Just keep heal botting. You see your Roadhogs won. You should just tell everyone in this situation to kind of group up on point, and so you can get a lot of value out of your heals. And you already have another ult, pretty much. Nice. Alright, so we try again. I think you do the same exact thing almost, and just try to immortality and then, or not immortality, matrix, and then, try to break their shield. I don't know what your Reinhardt's doing. He's kind of feeding. And you guys have to reset real quick right now because you're down 3 and there's only 30 seconds left, so you have one more fight. You get a quick reset and you can't die here. Can't die here. Zarya's out of position. You kind of baited her. She could die. Alright, here we go. Let's see it. Oh, nice. You're trying to get the Fire Strike combo. Don't die. Oh, no. Unfortunate. I think you can't just wait there. You need to pressure them out before they pressure you guys out. And you kind of just got to use your matrix even though you're trying to get the Fire Strike combo. It's just kind of unfortunate. Wait, what? Your Reaper actually just killed them all. Wait, the Reaper just carried. If you guys win now, I'm going to be freaking weak, dude. You guys should have lost that every day of the week, including both Sundays, dude. You guys just should have lost that. All right, let's see. All right, they wasted Visor. Nice. Please leave. Please leave there. Oh, no. Why are you positioned there, my friend? Position behind your teammates. You can't. That's okay. I think you guys probably lose this. Yeah, you just gotta position yourself in a little bit better of a position, especially at the end, So, but all right. So let's go over some things that you need to work on. Number 1 is definitely cooldown. My handwriting sucks. Management. Alright, cooldown management. You need to be using your sleeps better. You can't be just shooting them into shields. You need to be looking for things like when the Rhine's fire striking, you see the animation, so you try to sleep them. You need to be sleeping people that are out of position. So Azaria will come up, she'll bubble herself, but you should try to time it in your head when the bubble is going to go down, so you shoot to sleep, and she gets slept, and then you guys kill her, you nade her, and you kill her. Regarding your nades, I like how at the beginning of, or you're coming out of spawn and you just chuck a nade. I think that's fine, because sometimes it does work and sometimes it helps. And really you're having no other impact on the game, so there's no point in not doing it. But throwing a nade mid-fight up in the air is kind of bad, so I would definitely stop doing that, and it looks like you have a bad tendency to do that, thinking that it's going to help you, but I think in the long run it doesn't help you, it rather hurts you. And at the beginning of rounds, just chuck a nade at their spawn door, and if you get some percent, you get some percent closer to your nano, closer to a win condition. If you don't, it's whatever. You'll have your nade when you get it back up. Number 2 is definitely work on your positioning. Regarding your positioning, you should be holding high ground a lot more. High ground is very, very good as Ana, because you can throw the nades downwards onto the team rather than throwing them kind of to the side or like right at them. And oh goodness, I thought oof. All right, so also I think that you should be working on let's see. I think you should be working on, how do I say this? You should be working on expecting to know how the enemy team is going to play. And kind of what I mean by that, and I'll just write thinking ahead. Thinking ahead. All right, so a perfect example of this is, that your Reinhardt, his shield is breaking, and you know that the enemy Reinhardt has shattered, right? So what you should be thinking is, hey, he's going to shatter us. So what am I going to do to put myself in a position where I can't get shattered? Okay, number 1, I'm going to hide behind a wall, or hide, or play by something that I can hide behind so I don't get shattered. And number 2, I'm going to shoot my sleep right when I hear my Reinhardt shield breaks, because I know that's when he's going to think that's when he's going to shatter. That's just like one thing, a thinking ahead. And this kind of ties in with ult tracking. This ties in with kind of, using your ults, how you're going to win conditions, things like this. And these are kind of the values that you need to be providing as Ana. You need to obviously, like, a lot of people, when they say support, they think heal. But to me, support does not equal heal. Support is something way bigger than healing. It's healing, it's turning around a fight on Ana specifically, hitting a nade, hitting a sleep that wins, that cancels an ult, for example. It's ult tracking, it's calling out your win condition, it's positioning yourself in a position where you put your team at a successful point. It's so much more than just healing, and I think it's super important to understand that. And a lot of people don't get that, especially at some lower ranks. They just think support, heal, and sometimes you just have to be a heal bot. Sometimes you need to just heal. But overall, if you want to climb, I think you should look at support as this wider thing where you should be ult tracking. You should be, telling your team what ults you guys want to use to win the next fight. You should be positioning better, doing all these things to help you actually win a fight. And overall, I think, I didn't see much Baptiste, but, Baptiste is kind of still new, so everyone's still learning how to play him, and, I'm still learning how to play him too. But regarding Ana, I mean, I have a lot of hours on Ana, and, there's just these things that you do in the middle of a fight that can win you a game, and if you position yourself better every single time, it's just going to become second nature. If you are using your sleeps a certain way, using your cooldowns a certain way, in the right way, then it's going to become second nature. And if you just keep working on this, and the best way to do this is just keep playing, keep practicing, then I think you'll be able to climb, in the future. So that's all I really have to say about your VOD. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in my Discord. Regarding everyone else, thank you for watching. If you would like to join my Discord, it would be linked below. Also, my Twitch and my Twitter will be linked below. Again, join my Discord. If you have any questions, if you want to submit a VOD, they're all for free. I'll just do them whenever I have some time. Right now I'm in school, so it's a little bit harder, especially with final exams coming up. But again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys later.